Let me share my screen. Alrighty. So we have started the recording and now it's time to share my screen, right? So let me go to the window tab and entire screen, a window. Alright. So we can open and share. I think my screen is shared now, right? And mic is already open. Let's check the video this time. Yeah. Let's start. So let me open my PPT. Alright. So let's go to the slide option from the beginning. Yep. So, hello folks. Thank you so much for joining this session. Today, in this session, we are discussing about, as I already mentioned in the WhatsApp group, we are talking about web development and how you can get started with development. Because most of the folks who are joining this session, I think, are the freshers or are the new ones who are entering in the technology and they are exploring different field technology. They are confused about how to start in web dev, mobile dev. We have full stack, we have DevOps and other things. A lot of jargons, right? So nowadays a buzzword coming AI agents and other things. We are not discussing about it, AI agents and all, but we are discussing today in this session, we are discussing about web development and all. So let me introduce myself again. The folks who already know, the new folks who did not know me. Hello guys, my name is Mohit. I am a MLSA Beta and I'm doing major in CS. I'm a pre-final year student, right? And I love to talk about cloud native, open source, about communities, and about Microsoft technologies. All right. So let's get started. So let's move to our slide. So this is the slide. Let me take the pen over here. So let me take the red pen. Yep. So, so the agenda of this session would be after this session, you will get to know the knowledge whether you should pursue or whether it's not, whether should you do the web dev or like you have to go in the other field and like because I think if you are just starting out in the tech, so most of the people personally I also started the web dev in the initial days in the first year I guess because it is the most commonly term which I heard from many folks that everyone buying web dev course and other things and trying to making some cool things around using web technologies and all right. So I also thought let's try to give a shot and try to do right. So I think let me check my mic is on or like my mic is on or like let me check once. So let's not be scared. Let's check PPT once again. I think my mic is open, right? All right, my mic is open. So we can start. I thought my mic was not open. So yep. So so here we are, right? So what I was telling, right? In initial days, most of the folks people already heard or like they have heard about what is web development. Like the entry starting point in most in tech is like web dev, right? So in this session, we are discussing about how you can get started and what are the technologies like nowadays the buzzword coming AI agents and all other things. So how you can start targeting and try to do some freelancing work or other like Redis works, right? So we are discussing on this session, right? So let's go to the next slide. All right. So introduction to the power of web development. So don't go with the power. Power is mean like web development like previous to previous session, we have a session on .NET, I guess, where we talk about .NET languages. Microsoft have formed a .NET and it is open source and all. From .NET, you can build multiple, you can build multiple application platform application like you can build for mobile and you can build for the web and you can like build for the cloud technologies and all right. But when we talk about web dev, right? So web dev is basically what happened, right? So let me read this line. What we I created a PPT, right? So web dev is allow you to bring your creative vision. So suppose if you are get starting in tech, right? Suppose I have idea in my mind that suppose there is a website where I can sell my old old toys or something related to toys where people can buy my old toys or or I can buy their old toys or vice versa. And I can also sell some few toys or related to kids in general, right? So what happened is like you can create a website for this to make a website like launching a business website. Like I already gave an example of the toy website of buying and selling toys or like to have a trade between you and other customer of toy, I guess. Yep. And then we have developing cutting edge applications. So what is the meaning of cutting edge application? So cutting edge application is meaning like, yeah. So what is a cutting edge application? So the application, like in common application, I can give the example like we are talking, we have like Copilot. Copilot is also when we see the web version, I think the web version is make of like React or something Next.js, like the technology which is used in Copilot. We will also do some hands-on demo. I will have created a entire chunk of code, like a basic code, a basic overview where you can build a web page for your for your business or for yourself, or portfolio website you can build, right? So, so the thing is that like if you're developing a website or if you're developing a cutting edge application, right? So the possibilities are endless. You can build anything, like whether you want to build a gaming website for buying and selling games, whether you want to buy a shoes website where you can resell your shoes, right? We already heard there are many startups which are doing this common thing. They are like a let me draw this first. Suppose this is the shoes I want to give to the other customer. So what I do, I created a website. So I'm the website, I'm a trader. Like, so you give to my platform, I take some charges, the customer will come, and all the operation and other cost is done by me. We can build endless opportunity, right? So there are tons of things which you can do in this web dev, right? So global research. The internet connects the global audience and capping to share your ideas, products, services with the people over the world. Web dev empowers you to build and communicate to diverse community. What this is mean? Suppose we already knew we already knew that in India, like most of the folks like joining from India, I guess. So in India, like internet has been penetrated like from when the Geo movement started, like most of the people in tier one, tier two cities now are accessible by internet. Like and most of unremaining area in India, they are also getting connected by the internet. So there is endless property, there is endless of opportunities in web dev area. Like you can start. Suppose you can start your freelancing. Suppose if you are living in an area, in your area, like there is a nearby saloon or there's a nearby marketplace, right? So you can go and try to pitch your idea. Like I can build a website, I can build a landing page, customer feedback, I can integrate with chatbot and other things. So the endless global research, that means there's a high demand of web dev. But when the AI boom is also starting, most of the mediocre developers are also laying down. Most of the companies are like have layoffs and all things. So you have to be practical. You have to be passionate about a specific thing. Try to master it. Try to go in deep in depth, so that you can just go and try to grab all the jargons and all the things in depth. You have a good subject matter expertise at a particular topic, so that you can tell that topic to the other person in the layman language and the person can understand. Or if you are good at like one thing, if you are good at like web dev, or if you're good at an app dev, especially we are focusing on web dev. So if you are good at any technology, suppose you know React very well, you know Next.js very well, you know how to write heavy backend APIs, you know how to create CRUD APIs and all the basic things. Now you have the power of AI. You can build anything, right? You can think, you can imagine, you can build, and you can sell it, or you can just go and try to give to other people and try to take a feedback and all. Like one of the session I discovered like a idea, people like someone is creating a website of like a MVP type. So you can create your MVP website. So where people will give your idea and try to you will build the idea in 1 week, right? So there are endless opportunity. All right. So let's move to the next slide because we have a hands-on demo as well. I will share the code and all the other things and the useful URLs so that you can try at your home, right? And next we have the fundamental concept. So basic idea of his web dev is let me write in a good handwriting, I guess, so that you guys can see it, right? So So, so the basic idea of web dev. So this is the web dev. Web dev is nothing but web. So yeah, many people and many folks are like confused, have some doubt like what is web development and what is full stack, right? So full stack is nothing but is related to web dev, bro. Like web dev is like web development, and the full stack is also type of web development, but where we have more jargon and keywords, right? We have React, we have MERN, and also the basic idea of the basic foundation concept of all this. Whether you are going for full stack and other role, web dev and full stack roadmap. I can also just go and try, go to the roadmap.sh, and the roadmap.sh is open source. You can also contribute to that. And uh, instead of contribution, just go to the roadmap.sh, try to get a roadmap of full stack and web dev. The basic and the foundational, these both are same, but in full stack, like people tell, let's try to like people wants to say it cool so that they told I'm doing full stack and all. But in the nutshell, the fundamental concept in these both are same, like HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So what is JavaScript? Because of JavaScript, we introduced Node.js, something like, because JavaScript runs on engine and all. Like we can go in depth in JavaScript, but as of now, we have taken an overview, and I am giving a hands-on demo and try. I'm giving the things and the possibilities you can done in the web development field area, right? So the basic building blocks and the fundamental thinking and the building blocks are these three: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. HTML is nothing but, we already familiar with HTML hypertext markup languages, like in our class 11 and 12, most of the people heard about this term HTML and all. So this is the fundamental, this is the foundation of every web page. So I can take one example, like YC is one of the like a YC is one of the startup accelerator or incubator, like Paul Graham, I guess you can go to the Paul Graham site. I think there's a founder, and you can see the website. It is full. He did not use any like fancy full stack version. All they have simple web page and all. Like I can give an example. Let's go and let's see how the website of the founder of YC looks. And I will give a brief introduction of why I am saying that HTML. They have used. He has used like HTML and no other fancy things, no sliding and all. It's depend on the person to person, right? We will also discuss about UI UX and all, but first I will show the website of YC Paul Graham. Let's go and try to see. Let me discard this one so that we cannot get erased. So let me go to the Ingeto window, I guess, and let me type YC Paul, right? So this is Paul Graham. So I will uh, uh, I will show the website of Postman. So this is the website, I guess. It's program.com. So you can see the basic idea of this website is HTML. So this is nothing but these all are like these all are made up of plain HTML. So we can also see the source code. You can just go and inspect, and this is the mobile version. Go responsive is, we will also discuss about responsive and things, but let me go to this website. So, so this is the building blocks. This is the HTML. This is the building block. So you can also play with it, right? So you can just go on the Chrome and try to play with it. I will share this website link. You guys can also go and try to play along this. So let me go to the chat option. Let me paste this, and let's see. You can go inspect, and you can also modify this. Suppose if I write my name, alrighty. So you can see my name, I guess. Let me refresh this page. All right. So let me refresh this page. And we are here. So suppose if I want to get YC, I guess YC is direct to the website, I guess. No. So I will go to the founder mode. So if I want to change this line, right? So just go to inspect. Uh, you can see all the things, like this is the basic idea of just click on back. This is the mouse over here. You can just click on this and try to pick one link. So this is the RF. So this is a tag to redirect to the website. Like suppose if I want to change the website to google.com and paste it. Suppose if I click on this website over here, the origin, it will redirect to the Google. I can also change, follow me ad. So instead of the origin, I can change it as well. So instead of origin over here, I can simply write uh, web, simply write web dev. Alrighty. So now you can see new web dev. When I click on this, it will redirect to the Google. Yes. Oh no, it's redirect to the poll because the website will refresh now. If I refresh, all right, it will be back. So the basic idea is like this. Website is also made up of like basic HTML. When you click on the view page source, it will tell all the things, right? So this is a script which is like JavaScript which we are discussing about, and this is the plain HTML, like HTML title, Paul, and then we have the meta tags and all. These are all other things. This is good. Meta tags are for the SEO version and other things. Let me go back to the slide like so that people can understand more further, because most of the folks do not know about all the view page sources, and you can interact with pages. You can also, when you click on inspect, so we have a lot of things. We have console. So in this you can simply do one thing. You can just, first I want to clear this all, right? So clear is a, you can run your JavaScript in your browser engine, right? Suppose in JavaScript I want to write console dot log. Hi, my name. Hi, my name is Mohit. All right, and just click. Okay, this is referring console. Is another starting spelling mistake. Let me try again. All right, let me try again. Tab console.log, and hi, hi, I'm Mohit. Hi, my name is Mohit. All right, let me close this with parenthesis. Ta-da! So this is the you can see, you can try and play in your JavaScript in this console. We have a lot of things, like we have network also. Network is one of the important thing. Like you can check whether a link is broken or something like that. Suppose this is failed. So this is the spare GFI. So it is redirected to the other website, but is invalid. So you can see a lot of things. You can, if you are starting with a bug bounty and all, you have a strong foundation knowledge in network also, but not dive into the not dive into our topic. uh, let's go and let's see what we have next in the slide. Let me first close this tab, right? All right, so let's go back to the PPT, and from beginning. Okay, from beginning, sorry, we are here, right? So as of now, I told HTML, CSS, JavaScript, we already know for the interactivity and on, like dynamic elements, handling user instructions. Suppose I want to add a like an action listener. Suppose whenever a user will come to our website, whenever he press this button, go, it will print something other thing. It will print the username, or whether it will print a fun joke. So we can try to build a dynamic website where user can interact. Like then we have React. Instead of refreshing, instead of reloading the page will redirect to the page and other things. We will discuss this further. Like CSS is like, most of the people did not know CSS, but they start Tailwind CSS. Boss Tailwind CSS is nothing but Tailwind CSS is a subset of no, Tailwind CSS is a subset of CSS. CSS is a universal central like style. CSS add visual appearance controlling. So basic idea of CSS is like to give some styling, to give some decoration on your website, right? So let's move to the next part, I guess. So next we have building blocks. We already discovered what are the building blocks and all. The basic foundation of three. We have HTML, we have CSS, we have JavaScript, right? So now what we have a lot of web frameworks, and a lot of people, most of the people heard about this term React. Then we have Angular. Angular is also good. Then we have Vue.js. Vue.js also goes. These both are very good libraries. You can blindly go to it one and try to learn and try to explore. I'm not saying try to master it, because initially, whether if you are starting out, try to go for the React, because I think React is more easier than Angular. But if it's a little bit biased because I have done the web development only my first year with the React, so I'm just telling because it is the most popular JavaScript library for building. If you're building a user interface or something, React. What is the basic of why we need React? So we can play around the components, right? So you can use one component to the other component. You can try. You can copy the component from the web, right? And try to paste that component to your website and all, right? So now we have AI and other things. You can draft a good front end code from AI as well. But yeah, you can explore React. We have React. Suppose so the basic roadmap or the basic summary of this page is, let me erase first and let me try to draw. First, I think you have to learn about web development. For web development, first you have to know about what is web, what is World Wide Web, and how the World Wide Web happened, the organization, the ARPANET is ARPA is one of the most important topic, whether if you have interesting in networking and all, like how the computer system are made it, how the MIT, how what another computer system are interacted with other, how the internet formation have the ARPANET and all other things. Try to understand that in because then only you can like get some interest in the web development. If first learn about web, then go to the web development, right? I can give that link also, ARPANET. So we have, let me write ARPANET web. Okay, I think it's will come. So this is the RPAC. Okay, so the basic idea of like you can click, you can just go and try to explore. You can also go for the chat GPT and thing. You can go for the Copilot. History of web, MIT. Let me try. So history of web. This is a cool blog. Uh, MIT has published like the history of internet, the World Wide Web, which I was telling. In 1980, the internet ARPANET, like this is a term which I was referring to, ARPANET. So you guys can go and read this as well. I will share this link also in the chat option alrighty. So this is also there, and I think the link is there. I guess. Yep, link is there. Right. So let me go back to the from the current slide. All right. So as I already told you, React is one of the most of the like developers try, if they are beginner, they are just go to React. So you can go to React. Then we have Angular. Angular is also a good framework for building large application, and robust and ecosystem is also good for the Angular. But if you see community wise and other things, like React is like have good community. React have their own React events and other in like in the years and all, like it's very good, like you can explore it. React. Then we have Vue.js. Like few people know Vue.js. Vue.js is also a good library. You can also explore this library for your suitable project and desirable project. So you can explore all from top of it, like how the code is written. Then you can deep dive to a specific thing, like because job market, React have their own job market, Angular have their own market, Vue.js have own market. If you are a mediocre developer, it's very hard to get find job in the web dev area. But if you are good at one thing, as I already mentioned, if you have a deep master subject expertise to a particular topic, if you have in-depth knowledge, then you can get job and other freelancing work easily. Like if you're good at it, what you do, right? So let's move to the next slide. So hands-on coding interactive exercises, code editors, practice projects, online communities, right? I already mentioned the roadmap of web dev. First, try to learn about ARPA, web dev, history of internet and all. And then you can explore networking. Networking is also great. Like you can learn about networking and little bit about OSI layer, how these layer talking, what is TCP, PPF, or peer-to-peer network, what is distributed system and all other things. Then you can go to the HTML part, then you can go to the CSS, then you can go to the JavaScript. After learning all these things, then you can go to the React or Angular other things. If you are going to the React for the front end part, like web dev is web dev is cool. You are building a front end part and you are building a back end part. Let me give an example of this, right? So let me erase this slide and let me give an example of this. Suppose this is the web page and this is the front end part, and let me create a, I cannot create a 3D diagram, but somehow you will understand, right, what I am telling. This is a front end part, this is a back end part. You heard of it's a there's a like a meme also there, like a front end is very cool but back end is like written like there are a lot of bugs and all, like so try to make a good backend code, try to make a good code that can read by others. So use good editors, like VS Code is one of the developer choice. People use VS Code, so you can also go and try to. In VS Code, we have a lot of extension. We have React have their own extension. In Chrome, we have also React like extension. We have other languages extraction as extensions, like sorry, extensions in the VS Code, right? So next you can go and practice projects. So I think the first year there is a website, a free website, Free Code Camp is one of the best platforms if you are getting started. And then we have Mozilla Docs, one of the official docs of HTML, CSS, and all other things. These are like top notch docs. You can go and try. They have their example, they have their handbooks and other things. There's a famous like a free course Odoo project or something like this. Oju, I forget the name, but I will share that link. Odin project. Like Odin project is one of the free links. You can go and you can try Odin project. I will share that link also. and try to. And then next we have online communities. So you can also be a part of different online communities. I will show that link to the free website which I was showing. So it's a Odin project, I guess. Odin project or something, I guess. Odin web I guess. If I'm not wrong. Yep. I think I will share that link, but you can prefer HTML. HTML. Wait, my bad. HTML. So this is the first website. Not go for the Web3 school. Web3 school, one of the best and official, I guess, website, and the best documentation. You can perform everything. You can clearly do. Suppose HTML. What is HTML? We will get to know about what is HTML. We have different tags. We have head tag. We have title tags, body, header, footer, as the name suggests. So we have the interaction session also. Suppose we can create simple. We can create, and you can also get the output over here. You can see we have the live interaction, like I am writing this, and you can see in the right part over here it is writing. Isn't it interesting? You can go and try to play around it. So today is, I guess, this is 1st February. Yes, this is 2nd February, and this is 2025. And what I can do, cute. So instead of cute, I will simply type i am I am good. Simply you can write. So this is logo. So you can change, you can play around it. Like it's very good documentation. Like everyone can easily, if you are beginner, try to go this. When I was starting out web dev, I also try to give, instead of watching videos, try to read documentation, because documentation is more efficient and more good as compared to the videos and all. It will help I understand, because it will also remind for later. If you are reading, if you are creating, and if you are playing with it, it will it will remain in your brain for the longer time instead of video. So try to learn with the documentation part most of the time whenever you are learning something. I will share that link also in the like chat option. So yep. So online communities like Odin project is one of the thing. I can share that link later on. Okay, my bad, I start the PPT from the starting, I guess. So as of now, we have already discussed about coding editors, practice project. You can create to-do application. You can create web application. You can try to engage with a lot of communities. We have a lot of communities, like you can join like free code camp communities. You can join. There are a lot of international MLH. I guess MLH is also a good option. You can join MLH community. MLH have their own Discord where people try to interact and other log. You can join We Make Dev. We Make Dev is also good. You can join EddieHub. EddieHub is also a good community. You can join multiple. There are endless of communities. Try to join, try to engage, and try to build friends, and try to collaborate in your project. Because when you are learning something, whether it's web development or something, try to have a peer group or a good peer group where you have targeted goals that you have to complete this much in this amount of money. So in this month, and then you have to do this. So yep. Next we have responsiveness. I already give example when I show the poll website of YC. Or I guess YC found a poll. The responsiveness, you have to create the mobile first. Whenever you're creating a website or web page, try to create the layout for the first for the mobile, because mobile, whenever you are fixing the mobile, then you can move to the full web page, and you can use Figma. I am not complimenting, but Figma is it is a part of front end, like UI UX, user experience, user interface. Figma, you can export Figma, but I will show the example how you can optimize it. Let me go back to the page, and uh, let me let me give a demo of responsive design, right? So responsive design is nothing but, suppose this is a website what we are talking about, right? So just click on this and inspect. So you can see the dimension and the responsiveness, right? So these all are the phones. These all are phones named like iPhone XR and all. Try to give one. Suppose if I'm going for iPhone 14 Pro Max, let's see. So this is a interface in phone, I guess, most of the phone. These are the dimension which is written like 50%. Like this is the full-fledged phone. This is 200%. Like 50%, I guess it's is a interface of phone. Let me go to the iPad. I guess this is a, so you can see like iPad. The dimension has changed because of the responsiveness. iPhone XE. So you can click on responsive. You can see right whenever I am uh, expanding it, you can see the words are going inside, and you can see this is responsiveness. So try to build for the first for the mobile, then for the web page. For this web page you can use Figma and other tools like Adobe XD and all. Try to for designing your page. Whenever you have designed the page, first design for the first design the layout for the mobile, and then code it for the web. So you can first design for the mobile part and then go to the in Figma you can just design for the first mobile part and another for the web part, right? So let me go back to the slide. So from yeah, current slide. So this is important because like most of the people like use your website in mobile, I guess mobile because more accessible because like as a student or as a other you can simply go to your mobile, and because most of the people who are using the website are in mobile phones, right? So try to be the website will be responsive so that people can easily see, because I have seen a lot of people are building website but they are not building responsively, because responsive I think there is a term called jQuery or something, right? You can go and try to play around it and you can create the mobile design first, right? All right, so next what we have, let's see in next slide what we have. All right. So next we have backend essential. We discuss a lot of about HTML and all the things, right? Now talk about little bit about backend part. So backend part is we have the server side scripting. Server-side languages like Python, PHP, Node.js. So Facebook initially built backend, all the backends on the PHP, SQL, and all, right? Node.js, nothing but Node.js is a mixture of like JavaScript or some other Node.js or something like C++. Yeah. So it's a mixture of like JavaScript or C++, something which enables to run the code inside the browser whenever you're using JavaScript, I guess, and try to build a good user authentication. Authentication is nothing but whenever you are visiting a website, we got the option of login where we have login with Google, login with Microsoft, login with your email, login with your phone. So these all are the extension. API is nothing but application programmable interface. I guess API. So for the best of the API, like payment API, gateway API, Google Map API. Suppose if you are building a web application for the your college website or something, and you want to show your the GPS locations, you can use Google Map API and other things, right? So whenever you are buying something from a website or something, you can, if you're building something like Paytm or something like that, you can use payment APIs and all. Like, so best project for the API is if you are building for first time web dev, try to build a weather app. It will be a great like project for your, like if you are get starting with the web dev. Then we have securities, like prioritize your security measures to protect your user data. So this part will come later on. First you have to build design, then you have to learn about web dev and other things, how the technologies work, how the web has come up. Then the last part, you will also, while writing code, try to write good logics, try to add try catch and all things, so that there is no laggy code or there is no hanging fruits or some other code which is like not utilizing or have like bad presence or uh, avoiding your code in your security application in your security of your application, right? So next we have integration database, sorting and triaging, sorry guys, data. So database management system. So database management system, like we have a lot of database system is like we have a lot of database system, like we have MySQL, I already told about the Facebook and PHP, we have Postgres, we have MongoDB. I think most of the web dev full stack use MongoDB. I did not know why, because it is easy. I did not know PostgreSQL is one of the best. I guess I'm not saying one of the best. It's also good. I have used familiar with MySQL is the easiest one. If you are get starting, I would suggest try to learn little bit PHP and little bit MySQL and try to build a library system and other things. Right. So data structures, like in this we have our data structures like tables and rows and column, because the end of the day the user data, suppose if I'm building an application where I store user data, user will come and user will mark their attendance, so the user data will store in the form of row and column. So this is the rows we have and these are the columns. So first we have the column of roll number, then we have the column of name, then we have the column of student ID and other things and on. So you can all these data are being stored in the data structures. These data structure are the combination of rows and columns, right? So then we have query languages. Query languages are nothing but query languages are related to SQL, where you can insert and update and delete. Suppose if I want to delete a student track, you can just go and delete that. If you want to append, you can append it, and you can further do modification on it, right? So next, what we have, so we have web deployment, hosting, publication. Now you have created a website, you have written all the code, jargons, database, and all. Now the task is to deploy a website so that other people can see, right? So if you are building a website in VS Code, you have using the live server and the things. The website is visible to you, only to you. The HTTP local colon 808.808 is for you. You cannot share that colon because it is individual to your system. So you have to deploy. You can deploy. There are two, three ways of deploying. You can go for the Azure, right? Microsoft also provide free tier account for the students. Go to the Microsoft tier account, try to build your own server, make a VM, or try to play around it and try to host the website in a server, right? And next, the easiest way you can say, you can just go to the Vercel or Netify or other platform which directly host a website. And you just to click, select a folder. If you're uh, selecting from GitHub, you can just add a project and it will somehow redirect you to this Infit deployer and deploy your website in their servers. And it will also provide a URL, and you can also add a custom URL. But I most of the best case, if you are learning, I would suggest try to deploy a website in Azure, or try to I'm not saying business for Azure, but I'm saying try to deploy a website in any cloud platform. Try to buy servers so that you can get a knowledge of little bit about like deployment, and you will also understand by a little bit term of DevOps or little bit development with operation, other things. You will explore it online. So next, what we have, real world projects. Bring your ideas to life. So this line, like real world projects, suppose, so the real problem you can find, I am finding, suppose I want to buy second-hand books, but I did not find any good website or original text. So I can build the next Amazon type website or an e-commerce website of buying second-hand books, eBay, other things, Walmart, other things. You can build. You can imagine any project, a real world project that have some like that is solving something, right? So you can build your idea, and your idea, and bring your idea to your life, right? And try to build it around, right? Try to build and try to deploy the website in Azure, in the cloud platform, and try to buy rent servers and all, because 1 month is free, I guess, for the students in Azure, free trial, I guess. You can explore it on, or if you have a student Gmail ID, go to the GitHub developer pack and claim your pack. And I think in previous year, I guess we have some few free tiers more uh, that Azure has given for the students. So try to utilize this also. I also paste a link of YouTube playlist. I already recommend try to learn web dev or any technology from the documentation, because documentation is one of the best source of learning, I guess, because YouTube videos are great to explain. But suppose there is a new technology, deep seek. We already have about this term, or deep seek, right? Deep seek, not deep fake. I'm not talking about deep seek, right? We already heard about this term. So suppose there's a new technology come up, the videos are very less and very like you can say videos are have less authentication. Like we do not know what the other people is saying. We are just listening because they have number of followers. They have this. I knew the people have some experience and all, but try to read the original documentation of the deep seek or of any technology, because end of the day, it will help you to think better, or if it will help your brain to think and imagine like what is happening. Instead of watching videos of other person, try to read the word. It will also improve your English and other things, right? So I will share this like YouTube playlist link. It is a good playlist. I did not watch that playlist, but like you can explore it. Like, but most in my okay, wait. We are also seeing a demo. So I will share this link to you. Let me go discard. But I was telling, most of the best case, like best case is let me control C, and let me paste to the chat option as well. Yes. So this is the YouTube link. I will also show the playlist. Alrighty, we have in one or two mode, and this is the We have the free code cap, I guess. We get the I wait. The basic funda, you can just go for the front end developer max, front end developer roadmap. We already discussed. Save your time. Instead of this, go to the HTML part, then we have CSS, VS Code, JS, then we have simple website, static website, and the things we have Git, GitHub. We already take a workshop in Git, GitHub. If you have missed this, try to reach out to me. I will share that link. If you want to learn from a video, try to watch our video. Why not? So let me go back to the slide. I guess we are running out of time, but I think we can create a demo or something. Let me close this slide. Already we are here. So I have shared this link and all. And let's create a simple web application. As I already told, we also have some hands-on demo, right? So I have some written some code. I will share that code also with you. Let me close this one, right? So we have VS Code. Let me go to the VS Code and let's get started. So we have, okay, it will take little bit time. Try to be patient, right? So in this web dev folder, we have index.html, I guess. Let me first, oh, all right, now it's visible for most of the folks, I guess. Index, this is the main file, HTML, HTML, right? So this, click this is the email, this is a shortcut. So this is the code you can write. Hi, I am, or something, the title of your website, right? And this is the body. You can write H1. H1 is tag. So H1 is a heading one. So simply write like write MLSA, write little MLSA. Yep. I have like uh, I have generated some code from I've generated some code from like Copilot and Microsoft Copilot. Let me give an example. Suppose this is my code and that is the basic website, a simple website. I will share this code also with you. So this is the simple and click me is a type of. So we can create this file as well. This is script.js JavaScript and this is the styled sorry. This is the style.css, right? So let me copy this code over here. This is the CSS, the plain CSS, right? So let me copy this. I will share this all with you folks. Give me 1 second. All right. So this is the code and this is the script. Click on me, right? I am learning web dev. Hello, I am learning web dev or hello, web dev is fun, right? Alrighty, we have just this, I guess. Okay, I think system is lagging or something. Something is happening. Yes. Wait a second. Let me close this and let me. All right. So Visual Studio Code is not responding. I think we are recording and something. That's the reason. I guess I don't know why, but let me close this. Okay, now it's fine. I guess now it's fine. Let me. All right. Now, all right. This is now fine. So now I will show the page and how it's look. Open in Live Server. So Live Server is an extension. You guys can also see and check what is like extension, right? So let me go to the. Okay, this is not a website. We are at VS Code, I guess. VS Code somehow closed, but I will share that all the source code link to you. You guys can see. So this, wait. Let me close this link and let me share to the folks, right? So this is the, give me 1 second, I guess. VS Code is lagging, I guess. So give me 1 second, I will fix the VS Code. So this is the whole code you can see in your like PC or like in your browser, but I will show how you can create. So we have created this. We have pasted all the things. We have style CSS. Sorry, open in live server. Live server is a extension where you can just see the website in your local extension, right? So live server is opening. So it will take a little bit time, I guess, because we are running 2 3 tasks. We are recording it a session. We are also having a meeting. So that's the reason VS Code is not responding. Let me close the server. Let me start the server again. Let's see whether it works or not. All right, let's see whether it works or not. I guess it's opening or not. Right? I guess some is happening. What's the scene? Right, let me stop the server and let me try to open in live server. I guess let me go back. Let's see what happened. Okay, all right, now it's open finally. So how the website is looking, guys. Like you guys can tell the welcome to the web development. This is a simple web page demonstrating HTML and CSS and JavaScript. And this is a fav icon over here. The icon, you can see this is an app icon, right? So click on me. Whenever I click on this, it will say, hello, web development is fun. Hello, web development is fun. Whenever I click. So I will refresh this code and it will see, right? So it's cool, right? You can go inspect and you can change this hello web development to other things, right? So this is not responsive, I guess. Yep, this is responsive, guys. But we have some like loopholes, like we can fix this like in later. But I have shared this code to all of you guys. You can just go and try to play around it. Let me close this. I think we have running out of time. Let me close the VS Code first, and let's talk more about little bit. Let's go to the current slide and let me bind up the session over here, right? So let's go. All right, wait. Let's go. So we already discussed our projects and all. I have shared the PPT. I've shared the all the source code and other things. You guys can see how the web page is looking. I can also add a screenshot this of this web page, how the web page is looking. I will share that link also. But last note, we have thank you. We will say thank you. Give me 1 second. I will share the screenshot of that web page, and you guys can also see in your VS Code. Let me exit from this first. Discard it, and here we go. Yep, VS Code. Okay, it will take a little bit of time, I guess. I think VS Code is lagging. I will share that screenshot later on. I guess VS Code is lagging. So let me bind up the session. Okay, from the current slide. All right. Okay, wait. Let's go. So thank you so much, folks, for joining the session. I hope you guys learned new things in this session. And we have taken the previous session in some complex topics like Azure K services, Kubernetes services. I hope that session is also but today we have like done two sessions like, and I hope this session most of the people are like newbies and the fresher who want to get started in tech. I hope this session give some uh, light on the web development and the full stack and other things, and how you can pursue a specific technology and how you can go to in depth and have a deep subject matter expertise. I hope this session gives some value to you, and thank you so much for giving your time, and thank you so much for joining this session. I hope this session uh, gives some knowledge to you, and yep, that's all about it. Let me close the meeting. Thank you so much, folks, for joining the session, and I will see you in another session. All right. I will share the PPT link if anybody needs. So let me close this PPT, and thank you so much, folks, for joining the session. We have 269 folks who are watching, who are seeing the session. I hope this session gives some valuable things to you. You learn a new thing, or you learn something new, right? And yeah, this was the session. And thank you so much for joining once again. And yep, bye bye. Let me close the recording first, right? Just let me stop the screen. And thank you so much once again, folks, for joining. And yeah, that's all about it. I will share the recording in all in the community group, right? So thank you so much for joining. Yep. Let me close the